You know, our older kids really were the ones that stepped up for us. I think for our freshmen, you know, it's an eye-opening experience. Just how the level of intensity goes up in a conference game, and you know, I think with Green Bay, number one, you know, they played so many tough road games. I try to tell them they're not going to come in here and be shook at all. I mean, these guys are going to be ready to go. They have no fear of you, and I think Link's doing a great job with them, particularly with the injuries that they have. I mean, offensively, they're a load. I mean, they got to be the best mid-range jump shooting team in the country. And so I know he's proud of his guys because they played their hearts out. Our kids did too. It's nice to see us finally make some threes. I wish we'd shoot free throws a little better. But we rebounded the ball, and that's probably what won it for us, just the rebounding.
The second half started out lousy, then really came on again. You started to play defense? You started to...
Well, we finally got a couple stops in a row. I mean, it was just back and forth. You know, they were up 5, up 3, up 5, up 3. I mean, I don't know. I swear that went like 10 possessions in a row. It felt like that.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop us. We couldn't stop them. And then we finally got a couple in a row. And you know, it really is when we took Jalen and probably the biggest switch we made was putting Jalen on Davis and then putting Jordan on McLeod, and then I felt like we started to get some stops finally with those guys, and you know, it's just nice to see some threes go in for once.
On that note, Wampler's had 2 or 3 games here where he just was off the mark on threes. Tonight he hit some big threes for you. That's just what? A sign of a shooter. It just keeps working.
Well, I mean, like nobody's taking more threes than Bill. I mean, in terms of the work that he's put in. So we're gonna let him release it. He's got the green light, and you know, Loudon made 2 really great plays. The one in the post when he had it over on the right side and spun baseline, threw that ball across the baseline, unbelievable pass to Bill for 3. And then you know, Bill took a 3, missed it, and there's a scramble for the ball. Loudon comes up with it. I thought he was going to run over somebody. He was out of control. Makes an unbelievable pass to Bill. And usually offensive rebound kickouts, I mean, that's like playing horse, and those shots go in.
Davis got in foul trouble first half, but boy, he had a nice second half for them.
Oh, he's a good player.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good player. He's so explosive, and it, you know, like when you look at it in terms of who we recruited and our freshmen and him, you know, I think in terms of the way Green Bay plays compared to the way that we play, it was hard for us to evaluate him. And Green Bay knew in terms of the way Trotwood plays too. It made it difficult for us, but he's a great player for sure.
Green Bay wanted Wampler too, right? I mean, he's from up that way. And
I can't remember. You'd have to ask Bill that. I'm sure out of high school they recruited him, and well, I'm probably up from Drake too. Yeah.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys called him every day, and that was that.
Yeah. Clint did a good job with him.
Loudon looked like a Loudon.
The old Loudon, you know, and he gets a lot of credit really for staying in shape those 4 weeks. And I think it helped immensely for him to play in the Toledo game, even though he didn't have a great game. Just to have 1 game under his belt really helped him. And so as he came back in this game, it felt like he'd been playing. But a lot of credit goes to him and to Jason Franklin and Cole Pittsford for keeping him in shape and getting him healthy.
You think your young kids, they don't realize that until they get into conference?
There's no way. There's no way you can't simulate it. You just can't simulate the level of intensity and how it goes up. And, you know, just like we say, nobody's afraid of anybody. There's no, you know, they're just like they have to experience it. And our freshmen will play better. Like, none of them played good tonight. They just didn't. But we have 3 good freshmen. We've counted on them all year, and they're going to play a lot better. It was a tough game for us to play Grant for a couple reasons. Number one, he has been extremely sick, shocker of all shockers. I mean, but when he went home over Christmas, he was really sick. He lost 12 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah, because he hasn't been able to eat. And he's practiced the last 2 days, but he's looked sick even when he practices. And so that made it difficult. And then number 2, it's not his strength to get out in the perimeter and guard those 3-point shooters, those bigs that shoot threes. You know, he needs to bang inside, and so it was a tough game to play him for sure.
Potter has left now too.
Yeah, that was a few weeks ago. mutual. It was a mutual. You know, we just didn't feel like we saw things exactly the same way, and it wasn't like there was no yelling and screaming, and I miss him. I miss him right now. I do. I love that kid and miss him, and we want what's best for him. We really do, and so you know, we're trying to help him get someplace else.